All right, Jet fans, Jets Therapy is officially back with our preview reaction videos and a whole lot more to come this season. Today, Dan and I are going to talk about the big one, Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills, baby. Dan, I am very excited. I wish I were there. I wish we were there together, but we're going to be watching from our couch. It's going to be nice and comfy, but I hope we're watching a win. What about you?
Most excited I've been in my whole life, Gordon. My whole life. Let's get into it. All right, everybody. Yeah, we are here, man. The season is upon us. The preseason isn't over. The training camp is over. Everything is over. We're ready. We're here. There's
We're
there's
there.
nothing else that we're waiting for. I
This
feel like
is
this truly has felt to me like the longest off season in Jets history. Just the
yeah,
anticipation of Rodgers, the anticipation of cuts and who's going to make the team and who are going to be our starters and who's going to actually. Just everything more. Elijah Moore goes. We get Lazard. We we pick
that
up
whole thing.
Cobb. We pick. Just Dalvin Cook at the end. Everything has been a surprise. Um, Everything has been moving towards. And I'm not going to be afraid to say it because every single player on the Jets has been saying it. Every single coach on the Jets has been saying it towards a
Yeah,
Super Bowl. We've been moving towards a potential Super Bowl run here, a potential
yeah.
Super Bowl year, and it's been exciting. It's been special, but just like everyone's been saying, it means nothing until you're able to actually put it on paper. So man, I'm excited for the upcoming year. I'm excited for this Jets team. We again, on paper, it seems like we have everything that it takes in order to make a deep playoff run. You have the defense, you have the offense, you have the quarterback, you have the wide receivers, you have the running back crew, you have the tight ends. The offensive line's a little shaky, but we'll get into that. There's a lot of excitement around this team right now. And man, it's a good time to be a Jet fan during an off season. Let's just say that.
It's a very good time, Dan. And like you said, it's right now, this is the culmination of this offseason, right? This is where the ball's in their court. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's saying Super Bowl or bust. I'm not quite there right yet. I think Damian Woody posted like, what do you think is a like what would you think is a victory for this season, right? I think getting to the playoffs this year, first year with Rodgers, is the floor, right? So the ceiling is the Super Bowl. The floor is at least getting into the playoffs, whether that be wild card, whether that be winning the division. It doesn't really matter. Just get there and the drought. Um, but we can't talk about playoffs. We can't talk about Super Bowl because we got game one right now, tomorrow against the Bills. It's not going to be an easy game. I think we all thought Patriots and Dolphins are going to be, laying down a little bit this year. Well, maybe not people thinking the Dolphins are going to be laying down because they played pretty well today, but um,
Yeah, they did.
Patriots went toe to toe against the Eagles, man. So rainy games all around the league today. So we'll
Didn't
see.
the Patriots get blown out?
No, they only lost by. I think they only lost by a point.
Did they really?
Yeah. It came down to the last drive, or maybe they lost by five. Forget exactly what the
It was a
final
rainy
score was,
game
but
though.
like they had a chance to win it at the end. So they were in it. Um, but yeah, dude, it's up to this. You said Dalvin Cook, all those names that we got, all those people that left, none of it matters unless we produce on the field. And again, I think there are going to be some hiccups on offense. But rightfully so. New coordinator, new quarterback.
Yeah.
Patchy offensive line. I think, we've had some people hurt
And
in
we'll
and out
see,
all
man.
off
That's a
season.
prove it. That's a prove it situation.
And we're starting off against, I guess the Buffalo Bills, their front defense is not too bad, but the next week we're going to be playing the Cowboys and they are quite a test.
Yeah.
But dude, I think it's going to be a really good game. I think we line up fairly well against the Bills, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Um, so let's kind of go into what we got to do to win this game. So what are your keys to success for us against the Bills tomorrow, Dan?
Yeah, man. You got to run the ball. You
Yeah,
have to run the ball. It is I mean, a little bit of the question mark becomes, how often are we going to see Brees Hall? How often are we going to see Michael Carter? I actually think that we're going to see a little bit more of Michael Carter than Brees Hall, especially in the first game of the season.
Yep.
We're going to see a lot of Dalvin Cook. I think we're going to see 65% Dalvin Cook, almost 10 to 15% Michael Carter, and Brees Hall is just going to be sprinkled in.
Yep.
And I think that's how it should be. I mean, the guy hasn't even taken a hit in the NFL yet. And Robert Saleh is an extremely intelligent head coach. Joe Douglas, I'm sure, has been a part of the conversations in terms of how they want Hall to be utilized. So he's just going to be sprinkled in here and there, maybe catch some balls out of the backfield, get a few handoffs. I don't see him playing more than like 15 offensive snaps.
I'd be surprised if he reaches 15, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have a plan in place similar to Mackay in the offseason or preseason, as far as like load control throughout the entire year. But I'd be surprised if we see more than 15 snaps.
So if we can run the ball, just establish the run, I mean, that is going to be everything. And like, I think the Jets in the offseason have been so strategic in making sure that we set up the running game so that Rodgers doesn't have to overcompensate, from an offensive standpoint. I mean, he can essentially just do what he does and rely on the running game to kind of be. And I don't think people realize how much Brees Hall and Dalvin Cook and Michael Carter are going to be a part of this offense. Obviously, I think it's one of the most talented running back crew in the whole entire NFL. But everyone looks at Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard, the tight end crew, and they think, oh my God, look at what we have. We have Rodgers. He's going to be throwing the ball. He's going to be this. I don't think that he is going to be Rodgers is going to be Rodgers. That's obvious.
Yeah.
But I think we are going to rely heavily on the running game a lot more than people think. And you're not going to see Rodgers go over like 250 yards, 225 yards too often because
I hope so. I have a bet on him over 250 yards tomorrow, so I hope so.
All right. Well, for you, I hope he does. But I think we're going to rely heavily on the running game. If we establish that, that's going to open up, the passing offense every now and then, especially in the gold zone.
I love gold.
What up, Hackett?
The touch of it, the taste of it.
Establish the run. Defense, I don't even need to talk about Duke because they're going to do their thing. I think the Bills are going to score points, man. That's just what they do.
I'm torn on whether it's going to be a high scoring game or not.
I don't think it's going to be high. I don't think it's going to be low. I think it's going to be in the mid 20s, and it's going to be a good game, dude. This is going to be one of those games that you're going to remember throughout the whole season. Yeah. Establish the run, and the Jets will take care of the rest.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, dude. And you look back at those successful Green Bay teams. Aaron always had successful running backs, whether it was AJ Dillon, whether it was Aaron Jones. So, dude, they always had successful running backs. So I agree. We all know that the game is won and lost in the trenches. And if you got a good run game, you probably got a good pass game. It sets up your pass game. And when you have one of the best passers in the league ever to do it, probably you got to do the run. So I agree, man. We gotta establish the run early, and we've got the running backs to do it. I mean, adding Dalvin Cook, Brees Hall's a machine. And then, Michael Carter's obviously a very good third fiddle at this point. So, but my key to success, I'm a defensive guy, dude, and I want our defensive line to do exactly what they are bred and born to do, is to get after and get Josh Allen. And I think, again, dude, I think this is a scary, you look at the defensive lines, like Dallas has a dirty defensive line. So, I mean, I think our defensive line is, and again, obviously we're a little biased, but one of the best in the league. And if you think we're the deepest in the league. So I want to see them get after it. I want to see how that helps Sauce and DJ Reed in the backfield, clamping down on Diggs and Gabe Davis. So yeah, I want defense to just get after it, be nasty. And I want to see 5-6 sacks this game, probably maybe even double digits. Give me double digit sacks. Right, just in this game. Let's go.
How about 30?
Huh?
How about 30 sacks?
30. Give me 30. Every play is a sack.
Every play is a sack.
No, give me 5 or 6, and I'm very happy.
Hey man, I mean, I think Sauce is going to be tested. I think that's going to happen.
I agree. Everybody's going to test him this year,
especially until the bye. Yeah. Sauce is going to be one of those players that they go, all right. So you got defensive rookie of the year. You've got all this hype. You're in commercials. You're talking about the Super Bowl. You got all these change. You got like they are
Yeah.
going to test Sauce for the first 6 games. Like, let's see who you actually are. And this is going to be a good chance. Dude, when Sauce came in, I mean, look, you knew he was good from Cincinnati. You knew he was a good
Never
corner.
scored, got a touchdown scored on him, right? I mean,
Sure, and you knew he was going to be solid, but you didn't know that he was going to be who he is now.
exactly.
So they're going to be like, prove it. That's like the whole Jets season, dude.
Double down on
Prove
it.
it. Prove
Yep.
it. Garrett Wilson, prove it. Sauce Gardner, prove it. Aaron Rodgers, prove it. Jets defensive line, prove it. This is a prove it year, man. You guys keep talking about Super Bowl. I mean, DJ Reed went out there and was like, man, we can be LOB. We can be the 86 Bears. We can be this. We can be that. We can be
That
one
was
of the
quite
best
a that was
defenses
quite
ever.
a
He was
call
like,
there.
I'm not talking about best defenses of the year. I'm talking about best defenses ever. Dude, all right.
Put your money where your mouth is, and
Just
you
like
got
CJ Mosley said.
we got
There's
a
nothing
tough
wrong with
start.
talking about it. And like Salah said, man, he came out and he was like, look, that was taken a little bit out of context, like everything is, of course. Everything's a soundbite nowadays.
Yeah.
He also brought it back to the moment. He was like, those things are all good and well, but man, if you don't execute right now, if you don't bring it back to right now, then you're not going to be able to do those things. So like we need to focus on the here and now. We still need to be the team that we know we can be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're not there yet. And
Yeah.
we need to prove it. We need to prove it. So like it's like the Jets slogan, now what? Now what? That's where we are right now. Now what? You got all this going on. You got all this build up to the upcoming year. Now what? Are you going to be able to put the proof on the paper? So we'll have to see. And man, crazy time. Crazy time to be a Jet fan, dude.
All right. So now what? Where do you see us stumbling if there's somewhere like if we end up losing this game? Where are we going to say like, hey, this was not good enough this game? What are your thoughts? I know I got mine, but what are yours?
Yeah, I mean, so I don't see the defense being a problem. I just don't.
I agree.
I think there are veterans there. I think that a bunch of second-year guys.
Same system, third year.
Michael Carter, DJ Reed. I think Brick is going to get his guys right. Defensive line. I think that those guys are going to do their job. They're going to be able to stop on third down. They're going to do their thing. I think it's all about Rodgers and whether or not he's in sync and able to execute on the offensive side. I think that we're going to be in positions to score touchdowns. I think we're going to be in positions to score field goals. It's going to come down to one or two plays. When it's third and goal from the 5-yard line, 6-yard line, are you able to get in the end zone? Are you gonna be that in sync with your guys in order to make the big play count? Yeah. Are you gonna kick the 48-yarder? Are you gonna make the 3rd and 2? Like, just it's gonna come down to the nitty gritty on the offensive side, and we make those plays, we win. We don't make those plays, we lose. I see this game so for those 5 people that watched our prediction video, thank you.
Thank you.
We love you and thank you. But I had the Bills winning. But I mean, like overtime, dude, it's so back and forth. I mean, who knows who wins this game? I think it could be the Jets. It could be the Bills.
I have us coming out on top.
You had us winning. I had us losing. But that was a couple weeks ago. Who knows who wins this game?
Yeah,
it's so cliche. Execution when it counts will win this game. That's what I got.
Execution. Yeah. I mean, I agree, dude. Offense is obviously the question mark, right? Like we've added so many new pieces to that offensive side of the ball. Again, my biggest worry is the offensive line, dude. I mean, it's patchwork here and there. We got people coming back from injury. We got people who haven't even played a preseason game. We got some question marks with Billy Turner. I don't know is Billy Turner starting? Is Dwayne Brown starting? I haven't even seen if that's come out yet. I think I know the rest of the line, right? We got Becton at right, AVT. So that right side seems pretty good. But obviously we know we want both sides of the ball protected. So both sides of the line. So we got Lakin on the left side and then either Dwayne Brown or Billy Turner. So I think that to me is going to be the biggest question mark. And that's where we unlock the run. That's where we unlock the play action. Everything literally runs through that offensive line. So it's going to be very interesting to see. And like you said, dude, how well the offense picks up on Aaron Rodgers' cues. He loves hand signals, audibles, things like that. So he's going to be running the show. And how quickly have our players caught up to that. I would think people like Garrett Wilson, Randall Cobb, Lazard. Wilson's just seems to be with it. They've spoken. Whoa, they've spoken glaringly of that. Boing. They've spoken glaringly of his accolades, and obviously he's offensive rookie of the year. And then Lazard and Cobb were with him last year, so we'll see. Hopefully, he's got enough that we don't stumble.
McCole Hardman, man, that guy's
McCole Hardman. That's right, and McCole Hardman.
Dude,
but he's also
Army
brand new.
knife. I think he's going to be a little bit. He can do it all, man. Catch the ball out of the backfield. He's going to have a 6-yard slant. He can get the deep ball.
I feel like he's going to be exactly what Jet fans wanted Elijah Moore to be, right? Like that gadget player that is not extremely selfish and asking for a trade after.
How about the Browns too, man? They ran today, dude.
They dominated.
And Elijah Moore seems to be kind of like the number one. Like he's kind of like up there.
Amari Cooper is always going to be their number one, right?
But the number one, I mean, he had just as many or more targets. So
it was raining today out there. So I'm trying, I'm trying not to read too much into Burrow not doing well because Watson didn't play well in the first half either. But they came out in the second half and absolutely dominated. So yeah, dude, Browns are one of those sneaky teams that could be good. Deshaun Watson was an animal before.
The Bengals, blowing the Bengals out like that.
Yeah,
that's kind of nuts.
All right, prediction for the game. What do you got? Score prediction for tomorrow. And then let's tie a bow on this.
I like that. I love that we do these like prediction videos because I'm going to go against. So I'm going to go against my original prediction for the season because now I'm going to be a little bit of a
Jet fan.
Well, yes, because like if this happens, I'll be happy. But if it doesn't happen, I'm like, oh, that's what I predicted originally. So I'm going to say Jets, man. I'm going to say Jets. This is what I text my buddy. I said 27-24 Jets.
Oh, close game. Okay.
Yeah, come down to the wire. Defenses and offenses are going to give and pull all game. You never know. So I'm going to go Jets 27-24 for the dub. What about you?
All right, I'm going Jets. I'm going Jets 24-17 though. I don't think our defense lets them score 20. I'm going to say I think our defense is going to be elite all year, end up with a top 3 if not the top defense in the league. And I really think we're going to just shut teams down, and it starts tomorrow at Jet Life Stadium. And my God, I am so excited, Dan.
That stadium is going to be, I hope
I'm going to hear it. We're going to hear it down in Virginia. Yeah, that's the goal, right?
It's going to be bouncing. You can hear it already?
I can hear it already. They're in the parking lot.
Wasn't.
They're in the parking lot. They said,
what'd you hear?
They said, come to the tailgate.
Oh, you heard a whisper.
Yeah, I heard a whisper.
You did? They're already tailgating? I didn't get it.
They said, fuck work. I'm going tailgate today.
That's stupid, dude.
Oh, if only.
All right, brother. All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching. This was our first Jets Bills prediction for the upcoming year. Good to be back. Thank you all so much for watching. We love you guys. As you all know, we are not an X's and O's type of squad. What you see is what you get. We are going to let you know how we feel. We're going to give you honest reactions to the game and the upcoming games in the future. We love y'all. We love the Jets. Gordon from Jersey, me from Long Island, down here in Virginia, trying to do our best to support this team. And we've been wearing our jerseys for 10 years down here, man. Plus,
I will say I've always been wearing my Jets gear out.
Always.
I've never gotten more comments about my Jets gear than
this year.
Dude. People are like, oh, Jets fans coming out. So I went to B-Dubs today. I'm sorry I know we were wrapping up. Got B-Dubs takeout today and tried the sauce. Delicious, by the way. Oh. Delicious. So thank you, Buffalo Wild Wings and Sauce Gardner, for that delicious treat. Thank you. Thank you very much. But I like 3 people are like, oh, Jet fans coming out of the woodwork. Oh, like
no one knows what you've been through.
Been here since day one.
No one knows what you've been through.
Ticket holder.
Tell him.
Tell him to. He said something about the 49ers, and I was like, I don't.
Man, we're gonna get a lot of that this year, dude. We're gonna get a lot of. Yeah. Oh yeah, now you wear your jersey. Oh yeah, now we see Jet fans, especially when the Jets are like 7-2, 8-3. 9-2,
I'm gonna
11
accept.
and
I'm gonna
4.
bring on all the bandwagoners. Just
And
our
we're gonna get a
bandwagon's
lot
gonna
of
be
people
big
like,
enough.
yeah. So that's what we're gonna have to check ourselves a little bit. And like, you know what you can do? Bring up our podcast from 2020 when we started it, and
That's
just be
right.
like, watch this. This is me talking about Adam Gase. This is me talking about Zach Wilson going 11 for 32 for 106 yards.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to let them know, buddy. But you know what? We welcome. I'm not one of those people that goes, "You're a bandwagon fan. Get out of here, man."
Bring them
It's
on.
okay.
We got
It's
a big
okay,
enough
man.
wagon.
Like let's enjoy it. Let's not get angry as Jet fans. Our intuition is to get angry and upset with people. Let's just accept. Let's move forward. Let's enjoy the year because I think a lot of success is to come.
Life lesson for everybody, Dan. ELE. You know what that stands for.
I got a ring too. Mine says everybody love everybody.
Exactly.
Why don't you think about that?
ELE, baby.
Think about that.
All right, Jet fans, family, 49 subscribers. Thank you so much.
51.
See you on Wednesday. We'll be back at it, right? Yeah, no, Tuesday we'll film reaction. Wednesday we'll be back out.
Yeah.
May have a special guest.
Yeah.
JETS.
Jets. You know, it'll be like, you know, Salah was pumped up during the game.
Going.
Yeah. And then you click. No.